Guys, Riku kinda took a back seat in Kingdom Hearts 3, and it kinda has me worried where his arc is going in the future of the Kingdom Hearts franchise. Do we really need Riku to still be in this series? I would really like him to be in it, but let's go ahead and discuss, because we already know that they're trying to redeem Kairi. They're trying to make her arc a little bit more important and actually give her a purpose rather than being a damsel in distress. However, Riku has a fully fleshed out arc from the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 1 all the way up to, honestly, Kingdom Hearts 3. But even though they didn't really have him in much of Kingdom Hearts 3, his arc was pretty much concluded by that time, and it was amazing. But now, what are they going to do with the character? Let's take a minute and take a step back and just kind of look at what Riku's been through since the beginning of Kingdom Hearts. In Kingdom Hearts 1, Riku was your typical angsty teenager who had basically an existential crisis and wanted to see what else was out there besides his tiny little home and play area of Destiny Islands with his friends Sora and Kairi. As he convinces his friends to venture off into the unknown, darkness befalls the island, and he decides to take that as the opportunity to then enter into the darkness. Now guys, my memory for the Kingdom Hearts games is getting a little bit cloudy. I haven't actually sat down and watched the stories in a very long time, and I do think that it'll be great for me and for other people to get a refresher before Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out. So I will be going back and replaying the series to kind of refresh my mind, so forgive me if I am missing some details in this very quick retrospective, I guess you can say, of Riku's arc. So Riku falls into the darkness. He travels and gets enticed by Maleficent to do her bidding because he wants to feel like he has purpose. Ansem then kind of corrupts his mind. Kairi is a shell of herself because her heart actually went into Sora, and so Riku's whole objective is to save Kairi at any means necessary, even if it means siding with the darkness. As it turns out, Sora, the main protagonist that we play as, who's been told that he is the Keyblade wielder, was not actually the original Keyblade wielder. Well, he wasn't the chosen one in this game, that is. It was actually going to be Riku, but at the time that Riku was about to get the Keyblade, he decided to go into the darkness, and so instead it had to jump over to Sora instead of him, which is actually kind of important later on within the series. Needless to say, Sora overcomes Ansem, Riku, or Riku Ansem, however you want to say it. Riku kind of separates himself from that evil and helps Sora close the door of light, which is also kind of Kingdom Hearts in the first one. They kind of retcon that later. So you have this door in between the realm of light and the realm of darkness. Riku and King Mickey are in the realm of darkness. Sora, Donald, Goofy, Kairi are in the realm of light, and they both have to work together to close the door, but that leaves Riku and Mickey on the dark side, the evil side, right? Technically, Aqua also helps with this process, but we don't find that out until a while later. And yeah, so Aqua's there with Mickey and Riku in the realm of darkness, but somehow Riku and Mickey get out of the realm of darkness and they stumble upon Castle Oblivion, which is led by Organization 13, and their whole idea is to get their hearts back, is to recreate Kingdom Hearts and Kingdom Hearts 2. In Chain of Memories, it's a little bit of a looser thread. They're really just trying to take Sora's memories so that they can control the Keyblade, I think. It's been a while since I've actually listened to the story of Chain of Memories. You're gonna have to forgive me, which kind of sucks because Chain of Memories is actually a really good story. Game-wise, it's not one of the best, but story-wise, it's really good, and it introduces the organization, which is a great antagonist group. Anyway, so as Sora is going up the castle, he is losing his memories. Meanwhile, Riku, I believe, is coming up from the basement, right? So he's a little bit further down from Sora, and he's fighting off all the organization members trying to catch up to Sora, because he knows Sora is somewhere in this castle, along with Naminé, a character that just recently pops in to him and Sora's mind. Now you also got to remember there is a new Riku introduced in Chain of Memories, and that is Replica Riku, and that is basically the Ansem Riku clone of Riku. It's basically a lab experiment created by Vexen, one of the organization members, and his sole goal is to protect Naminé. He's convinced himself that he is the true guardian of Naminé and only he can do it, and so him and Sora have this conflict and they fight, and Sora defeats him and he kind of disappears, and it is kind of important later for Kingdom Hearts 3, so that's why I bring that up now. But anyway, so now there's 2 versions of Riku, but then Riku also now has this new power of darkness. You see, ever since he became one with Ansem, Ansem is always haunting him. He's in his head 24/7, and he can't get him out. So Chain of Memories is Riku discovering these new dark powers and fighting off Ansem's kind of like influence with those dark powers, and Riku's really hesitant to use it, but eventually learns acceptance. Mickey kind of helps guide him through it. It's like, this is a part of you now, you're going to have to use the darkness in order to save your friends and all of this stuff. So that's kind of the gist and the meaty part of the Chain of Memories. It's a really big start in Riku's journey into accepting who he is, his ties to the darkness, and how there is a balance. There is a balance between light and darkness, and Sora's the light, Riku is the darkness. It's this really poetic paradox, sort of, where Kairi's kind of like their center focus in the middle, and it carries on into the future games. So after Chain of Memories, we kind of jump to Kingdom Hearts 2, where Riku is pretty much undercover now. He is masked in darkness. He's kind of mastered it in a sense. He's badass. He's so cool and edgy. He's disguised himself as Ansem the Wise, and that's pretty much it throughout the game. He's pretty much a mysterious kind of entity throughout Kingdom Hearts 2 as Sora is looking for him until he reveals himself at the end, and he's got, this not bandana, but like blindfold over his eyes, so that way he can truly be one with the darkness. And then he finally takes it off, and he's like, all right, I'm here, let's go, let's fight Ansem together at the very end. It's super cool. That arc is super nice. It's not long, but it's still much needed, and the mysterious undertones behind it as he's working with Ansem the Wise, the true Ansem, in the background. Riku's very much a background working character. He's very cool and edgy, but he's also the one that's kind of like silently protecting Sora in the shadows, and I think Nomura designed it that way, and I think that's why so many people really like Riku, not just because he's got a sexy voice and character design, but because he's such like an older brother. He's like an older brother to Sora and Kairi, and it's really, really great. So then we move over. There's a few games here and there that don't really involve Riku that are as important for his character arc. But then we get to Dream Drop Distance, and Dream Drop Distance is where we get like the big chunk of like Riku is very, very important for this whole thing to play out in the Kingdom Hearts franchise, right? So Dream Drop Distance, from what my memory can serve, is the master. It's the mastery exams. So who is actually a Keyblade master? Sora or Riku? Only one of them can be the master of the Keyblade. You go into this dream realm, this dream world where worlds have gone to sleep in between the darkness and the light, and it's up to Sora to awaken them and, fight off the enemies that may be. While Sora's doing this, young Xehanort and some other evil bad guys, are trying to convert Sora over to be a vessel for the 13 Seekers of Darkness. And the big thing is, for this game, is you're switching between Sora and Riku. Sora's in these dreams, and Riku is following after him, pretty much in Sora's nightmares, trying to protect Sora, because as Sora is diving deeper and deeper, he's getting, taken over by Xehanort and the evil forces that may be. And although Sora himself isn't turning evil, he actually fails the Mark of Mastery's exam. And he's not the master Keyblade wielder because he gave in to the darkness. He was tricked. And so Riku is actually his savior and helps pull him out. And that allows Riku to be the Keyblade master. So that becomes a huge thing as well. Riku's not really dark anymore. He's kind of like overcame that already at this point in Dream Drop Distance, but it is nice to once again show that he is the protective older brother of Sora in a way. He is his best friend. He'll do whatever it takes to make sure that Sora is okay. And Riku doesn't really care about being the Keyblade Master. It's just something that happened to happen as he's focused on saving his friend because he loves Sora so much. Say all the fanfic stuff that you wish. Guys, if you're enjoying this so far, be sure to subscribe. It really helps out, and like the video. We're almost done, and I'm going to get into how the future of Riku could be in future Kingdom Hearts games like Kingdom Hearts 4. very soon, because now we're in Kingdom Hearts 3, and in Kingdom Hearts 3, what I mean by Riku taking a backseat is you only get to play as him like twice, and I was really disappointed about this, because there was such a big delay for Kingdom Hearts 3, everyone's imaginations went crazy about what you could do, who you could play as, so a lot of us had the expectation that we were going to be playing as Riku a lot in the game. He was going to be a big playable character, which isn't the case at all, really. He has 2 pretty small sections in the game. He does fight alongside you as a party member, and then I believe in the Remind DLC you can switch over to him and play as him in a boss fight, but that's about it. However, his story is still very prevalent in Kingdom Hearts 3, as we have 3 Rikus. Yes, we don't just have 1 Riku, we have 3, and it gets confusing. We have the regular Riku that has grown up and gets a haircut once he gets attacked by a demon tower, which, oh Nomura. We have Dark Riku, and then we have Replica Riku. And Replica Riku was the one that was defeated in Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. So Replica Riku is the bad guy. He's working with Xehanort, I believe. It gets confusing, like I said. Replica Riku is working with the new organization, and Xehanort as the 13 Secrets of Darkness. So he's bad. He's a bad guy until the very end where he accepts his fate or whatever. Not that important. But the second Riku is super important, and that is Riku's younger dark version, Dark Riku. Riku meets him in the Realm of Darkness as you play in that little world for a minute in Kingdom Hearts 3, and it's important because that's him coming to terms fully, 100% with his dark self, with, okay, this is something I was a part of, the guilt is there, but I've overcome it, and basically we're combining hearts together to defeat the Replica Riku and to reunite as one entity and become whole. And it's really confusing, and I know I didn't do it any justice right there, but that's kind of the gist of it. I mean, like I said, I'm replaying these games soon because I didn't realize the brain rot over the years of me forgetting about like the really big lore, and I haven't even gotten to the mobile games yet. So yeah, that's pretty much Riku's arc in a nutshell. It's very beefy, it's through multiple games, it's very good. But now, where are they going to go in Kingdom Hearts 4 and future Kingdom Hearts games? What are they going to do with Riku? Because to me, it seems like he had such a solid foundation of an arc. I don't really know what they're going to do with him except popping in and saying, hey, Sora, let me save you real quick or something like that. And I don't really want that for the character. I want him to have his own adventure and his own success. Many people are asking for a Riku standalone game, which would be cool. I don't know if they're ever going to do it. People had their like theories because he is in the very end of Melody of Memory, which is a Kingdom Hearts rhythm game where Kairi kind of retells the whole story of Kingdom Hearts to get her memories back because they were wiped when Xehanort did something to her in Kingdom Hearts 3 and blah 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 blah. Sora's missing, right? Sora is presumed dead in a different realm in this different reality. And so the call to action for Riku is to save Sora. And then it kind of cuts off there. And everyone was thinking, oh, we're going to get a Riku spin-off title before we get Kingdom Hearts 4. But it's not looking like that. It's looking like after we get a few more mobile games for Kingdom Hearts, we're going to jump right into Kingdom Hearts 4. So that's leaving people to speculate. Maybe the first part, like the prologue and tutorial, we're playing as Riku going in and trying to save Sora, but we can't know for sure, right? Like I said in all my videos, it's theory crafting, it's speculative, it's assuming. We don't have any of the facts until it's said by a reputable source or we see it in a trailer. So we can only speculate what could happen. So I can't say that for a fact. Normally I think things and then they don't happen in Kingdom Hearts, which is great because it keeps me on my toes, but like the ideal sense is, okay, we're going to play as Riku first to go in and save Sora, but that might not be the case. It could be we're playing as Sora in Quadratum and Riku for the Disney worlds now. It could be Kairi's in there as well. Maybe all 3 of them are playable characters. We really don't know. And Nomura is the madman that he is, will do whatever he wants to do to really switch things up for fans. So gameplay-wise, we have no idea what we're going to be doing with Riku. So I think his purpose is, once again, to save Sora. He is going to be pivotal to getting Sora out of whatever reality he's in to get back to where they are, right? I think it's called Unreality. Once again, they dump a lot of this information in Melody of Memory, so I need to go back and play that game too. Yay. Anyway, so he's going to be pivotal in that part, but what else can this character have? What else can this character do? He's always saving Sora. He's always saving Kairi. He's always their shadow protector. He's always the one lurking in the darkness, but now he's overcome the darkness. He's accepted the darkness, but there's nowhere to go from there. His character has matured. He's there. What is he gonna do? I don't know. I really don't know. I want to see what they do with the character. I really hope they don't just drag him as a side character. And, I mean, it would be good for them to focus more on Kairi now. We do need that, don't get me wrong. But we still need something for Riku to do besides just escorting people around or being the defender of the princesses. That could be a thing. In my last video I did on the Princesses of Heart in future Kingdom Hearts series and games, how I find the method to be kind of tiresome. Many people said that this will be returning for Kingdom Hearts 4, and maybe Riku could be their protector, their bodyguard. I really don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with this character, which is why I offer it to you guys. What do you think Riku's purpose is going to be in the future of Kingdom Hearts, especially in Kingdom Hearts 4? Did you like his arc up to this point? What was your favorite arc for Riku? I personally really liked his Chain of Memories into Kingdom Hearts 2 arc the most, but I think it's all very good. I think he's a very well-written character, and I just don't want to see that die down. I don't want to see it dim down. We can't do the same thing. We can't have him fighting with darkness, fighting with Ansem, whatever. Like, that's done. It's gone. It's dead and in the dirt. So what new things can we bring to Riku? Maybe him trying to find more of himself. I know we already did the arc of him like accepting himself, but maybe now he needs to figure out what his purpose is outside of being the protector of Sora and Kairi. But then I just suggested protecting the princesses. So is he always going to be in that protector role? What do you guys think? I am actually really curious on what you have to say. Like I said, if you made it to the end of the video and you liked it, please be sure to subscribe and like. It helps me out a ton. Please check out these other videos after this one, and yeah, until the next one, see you guys.